Good morning, guys. I know it's been a while, but since I've done one of these videos, but I'm actually going to transition a little bit from that book of God as He longs us to see Him into a Bible study that we're doing on the book of Ephesians. And so I just kind of want to mention this morning, Ephesians chapter 4. Therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you to walk worthy of the calling with which you were called, with all lowliness and gentleness, with long suffering, bearing with one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. And I think Paul is writing here to believers, and he's in the first 3 chapters of Ephesians covered who we are in Christ, our identity in Christ. And so he starts here in verse 4 saying, because we have this identity, because we are these people in Christ, then we need to walk worthy of that. Not that you walk to earn it, not that you walk to earn kind of a special place in God's heart. He already loves you with all of his heart, and so you can't earn that special place. But he's saying, because we are these people in Christ, let us walk worthy according to that. For instance, one of the things that he calls us in chapter 1 are saints. And in this study, the question that they ask is, how does that make you feel? What does that make you want to do to be called a saint? What does that kind of stir up inside of you? And some of the answers that you gave, or the students gave a couple weeks ago, was that we would live up to that name. And that's basically what Paul is saying here. Live up to the identity that you have in Christ, the things that you already have in Christ. Live up to those things. Be those things, and don't be those things saying, hey, look who I am. Look at what I got and how special I am. But do that. Live up according to that name, with lowliness and gentleness and patience, bearing with one another in love. And so do it with a humble spirit, because this is what glorifies Christ, that he gives us all these riches that he talks about in chapters 1 through 3, not to puff us up, but to make much of him. And so we can sit back and say, man, I am these things because of what Christ did in me, not because I earned it, not because I'm something special on my own, but only because of what I am in Christ. And because of that, then I need to show others around me the love, the grace, the mercy that he has shown me, and make much of him. And so I just want to encourage you as you go throughout your day to live a life worthy of the gospel, live a life worthy of the identity that we have in Christ. Thank you for listening, and we will see you soon.